We're going to talk about the laws of exponent. The first one is the product of exponent, or the product of power. We're given that am times a to the n. Make sure that they have the same bases. They have the same number here at the base, which is a. It means that they have the same variable or basis. So a to the m plus n. am times a to the n is equal to am plus n. So what you're going to do is just going to add the exponent. Rather than multiplying the exponent, what you're going to do is to add the exponents. So x to the 2, here is the example. Here x to the 2 times x to the 3 is equal to x2 plus 3, which is equal to x to the 5. So you're not going to multiply this 2 times 3 equals to 6. Instead, you're just going to add them if it is multiplication. Now, if it is division, what you're going to do is x a to the m over a to the n is equal to a to the m minus n. So what you're going to do is subtract. If it is multiplication, it's add. If it is division, subtract. So x to the 3 over x to the 2 is x to the 3 minus 2 is equal to x to the 1 or x. Next, x to the 2 minus 3. Always remember kung anong nasa taas, yun siya ang mauna. So, 2 minus 3, that's negative 1. Next, any number whose exponent is 0 is equal to 1. So x to the 0, 1. 1 to the 0, 1. As long as the exponent is 0, it's always equal to 1. Next, a to the negative n is equal to 1 over a to the n. So in your answers, there should be negative because it's not a simplified. If it has negative. So what you're going to do is you put that in the denominator and change the negative sign into positive sign. Example, x to the negative 2 magiging 1 over x to the 2. X to the negative 3 magiging 1 over x cubed. This one, 1 over 4 squared, which is equal to 1 over 4 squared is 4 times 4. 4 squared is equal to 4 times 4. Dalawang 4, so 4 times 4. That's 16. Paano naman kung ganito? X to the negative 2, x to the negative 3. So we're just going to make this positive, but we're not going to find really the answer. So ang x to the negative 2, para mag-positive siya, ilagay mo sa baba. So x to the 2. Ang x to the negative 3, para mag-positive na naman siya, you're going to put it on the numerator. Ilagay mo siya sa taas. So x to the 3. In short, kapag ang negative ang exponent sa baba, para mag-positive siya, ilagay mo sa taas. Kung sa taas naman ang negative, ilagay mo siya sa baba para mag-positive. Next, this one, what you're going to ab to the power of n, what you're going to do is you're just going to distribute yung n. So ilagay mo rin siya sa n, ilagay mo siya sa b. So distribute mo lang exponent a to the n, b to the n. Kasi ba kung sagot mo magiging abn lang, abn, that's wrong. So kailangan lagyan mo rin ng n dito, distribute. Times mo dito, times mo dyan. Ilagyan mo dito. So magiging x squared y squared. That's the fifth law of exponent. Or for this one, we need to discuss first this number 7. So the same process in here, kapag division naman, i-distribute mo pa rin. I-distribute mo siya sa taas, i-distribute mo rin siya sa baba. So nagiging a to the n, b to the n. So dito magiging x squared over y squared. X to the, distribute mo yun siya. What will happen is you're going to multiply 2 times 4, magiging 8. 2 times 3, magiging y to the 12. Kasi sinabi dito, if a to the m to the n, that's 8 m times n. Example, x squared times cube is x to the 6. Kapag ganito, times na. Kasi dito, the difference is, dito, may dalawang bases. Dito, exponent, dalawang exponent. So, what will happen here is you're going to multiply this. Distribute mo siya. Tapos, times x 2 times 4, that's 8. Y 3 times 4, that's 12. Y to the 12. So, this is the answer. So what we're going to do now is, we're going to solve the examples. Number 1, x to the 5 times x to the 7 is equal to x 5 plus 7, which is equal to x to the 12. So you're just going to add the exponent. Next, this one, kapag may nakita kang ganito, distribute mo lang ang exponent. So 3 to the 4. Kapag walang exponent, you could simply copy lang. Ilagay mo lang doon 4. Kasi ibig sabihin yan, kapag walang exponent, that's 1. So 1 times 4, 4. Or simply copy na lang a. Para naman sa a, 2 times 4. Pwede nyo lagay 2 times 4. Tapos b to the b. Kasi wala siyang exponent, ilagay nyo lang 4. However, you could answer directly. So 2 times 2, 3 to the 4, 8 to the 2 times 4, 8b to the 4. Next, you could solve 3 to the 4. 3 to the 4 is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 9, 81. So, nagiging 81, A8, B4. So, that's the answer. Next. Dito, unahin nyo muna dito nasa loob ng parenthesis. Diba? 7x to the power of 3 times x squared is equal to, distribute mo muna ito siya. So, magiging 7 cube x cube times x squared. Next, kailangan na isa lang ang variable ang namatira sa, halimbawa sa mga x. Kailangan isang x lang natira. So, dito x. Dalawa bang x? So, kailangan isa na ng x. So, what you're going to do is, i-times sila dalawa. Pag i-times mo sila sa dalawa, what you're going to do is add the exponent. So, 7 cube, which is 7 cube, later na lang, x, 3 plus 2, which is equal to 7 cube, x to the 5. We could solve 7 cube. 7 times 7, 7 times 7. 7 times 7 is 6. 60, am I right? What happened to me? 49. 49 times 7, that's 3, 6. 7 times 4, 28 plus 6. 28 plus 6 is 34. So 343 x to the 5. So ang 7x cubed minus x squared is equal to 343 x to the 5. Next, dito, division. So, because it's division, what you're going to do is subtract. So, sa P muna. Sa P, 2 sa taas minus 3. Q naman, 3 minus 2. Which is equal to P to the negative 1. 2 minus 3 is negative 1. Q, 3 minus 2, 1. Next. As I have said, kailangan na walang negative na exponent. So, what you're going to do, dahil negative siya, ilagay mo siya sa baba. So, Q, dahil positive na yan siya, so sa taas lang siya, over P to the negative 1, magiging positive 1, Q to the 1. Or in short, Q over P. Pwede mo nang hindi lagyan ng exponent. Kasi ibig sabihin kung walang exponent, the exponent is 1. There's another way to solve that. Ganito. So, what you're going to do is ganito. Kapag, alam mo, ang mas mataas dito sa baba, so, ganito ang gagawin mo. 3, kopyahin mo yung mas mataas na exponent. Kung saan may mas mataas, doon mo ilagay si P. Tapos, 3 minus 2. Si Q naman, mas mataas ang exponent sa taas. So, sa taas mo siya ilagay. 3 minus Q, 3 minus 2. So, magiging Q to the 1, P to the 1. The same lang answer. Next, number 5. For number 5, kasi may exponent sa labas, so what you're going to do is distribute mo na yung exponent. So, kapag i-distribute, i-times A3 times 2. You could simply write this one or diretso mo na multiply 3 times 2, 6 na isulat dito. B negative 2 times 2 over A negative 2 times 2 times mo pa rin dito, times mo pa rin dyan, B to the 2 times 2, which is equal to A to the 6, B to the negative 4, A to the negative 2 times 2, negative 4, B 2 times 2, 4. Next, sa 6, saan ang mas mataas ang exponent? Sa taas. So, 6 minus negative 4, B. Sa baba, mas malaki kasi positive to negative. So, mas malaki talagang positive. B to the 4 minus mo yung exponent sa taas na negative 4. So, A, maging positive to the 10. B, maging positive, B to the 8. So, this is the answer. Next, this one, what you're going to do, number 6, is you're just going to distribute, multiply yung exponent. So, 2 to the negative 2 times 3, which is equal to 2 to the negative 6. Again, kailangan walang negative na exponent. So, magiging, ilagay mo siya sa denominator, 2 to the power of 6. So, 1 to the power of 6 is 2 times 2, 6 na 2. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 2, 16. 16 times 2, 32. 32 times 2 is 64. So, ang 2 to the 6 is equal to 64. So, 1 over 64. So, that's the answer. Next, number 7. Unahin mo muna yung parentheses. So, x squared, kopyahin mo yung nasa taas, over, distribute mo yan, x squared, y squared, times x to the 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. So, next, multiply mo muna ito siya sa taas. But actually, if you could see in here, di ba magkapareho yan sila? You could simply cancel yan niya siya. Kasi this is equal to 1. So, matira na lang x to the negative 4, which is equal to 1 over x to the 4. But we're going to follow the steps muna in here instead of doing that. The answer could be 1, would be 1 to the power of x to the 4. So, gagawin natin, i-times muna natin ito dito. Kasi times yan siya. Ibig sabihin, i-plus pala natin yung exponent. So, x to the 2 plus negative 4 y squared over x squared y squared. So, nangyari nan, magiging x to the negative 2 plus negative 4, it's negative 2 over y2 x2 y2. Next. Diba kung saan mas mataas, doon mas siya ibaba. So sa x, mas mataas dito sa baba. So ang mangyari niyan, x2, kaya mo yung squared, minus negative 2. So x2 minus negative 2. So y naman, diba magkapareho sila ng exponent, you can simply cancel them. For advance, you could simply cancel them. Kasi mangyari nan 2 minus 2, so which is equal to y to the power of 0 over x, magiging positive, x to the 4. Ngayon, ang any exponent was any number whose exponent is 0 is equal to 1. Tapos x to the 4, just copy. So, 1x to the 4. However, again, yung sinabi ko kanina, kasi dito pa lang, magkapareho na yung taas sa kababa. Diba? Any number divided by itself is equal to 1. So, this is simply equal to 1 times x to the negative 4, which is equal to 1 x to the negative 4 para maging positive 2, ilagay mo na siya sa baba. So, pareho pa yung answer. Next. This one, unahin mo yung parentheses. So, 2x 4 y negative 3 over, distribute mo yung exponent. So, 3 to the 2 z negative 3 times 2 negative 6 times 3, distribute mo yung exponent. 2 5 times 2 z to the 10 over, kopyahin mo yung sa baba, x, y, 6. Next. Actually, in this one, you could use cancel, but we're not going to do that. Magiging mangyari niyan, or for mas madalian ganito. 2, halimbawa sa 2, there are many ways you can do this. So, 2, exponent, diba ng 2 is 1. Kapag walang exponent, that's 1. So, 1 minus 1. Sa 3 naman, pwede mo isulat dito sa taas o sa baba kasi equal sila na exponent. So, 3. So, you will go to put it in the numerator kasi nga, equal ang exponent nila. So, diba dito, 2, 2. So, kapag pareho, it's up to you where are you going to write them, sa taas ba o sa baba. 2 minus 2, 2 minus 2. Sa x naman, may x dito, may x rin dito. However, 4 dito, 1 dito. So, isulat mo siya sa taas. So, 4 minus 1. So, tapos ang x. So, y. Sana mas malaki sa y. Sa 6 dito, 3. So, sa baba, y to the 6 minus 3. 6 minus 3. So, wala ng y. Tapos na rin ng x. 2, 3. Z na lang. So, z. Ang z, 10 dito, negative 6. So, sa taas. Kasi mas malaki ang 10. 10 minus negative 6. Dito, which is equal to 2, 1 minus 1, 2 to the 0, 3, 2 minus 2, 0, x, 4 minus 1, 3, z, 10 minus minus, magiging positive, positive, magiging 16, over y to the 3. Again, this could be equal to 1, or just cancel them. 1, 1. So, 1 times 1 is equal to 1. The final answer is x cubed is z to the 16 over y cubed. So, make sure na isa lang. Halimbawa, may x pa rin dito. So, x dito, that's not yet the final answer. Kailangan na isang x lang, isang y, isang z. So, this is now our answer.